a scientist receives an order from a dictator to develop a robot. The scientist creates the highly intelligent brain robot, but the dictator takes control of it and converts it into the fabrication machine. This machine is capable of producing war machines to wipe out the dictator's foes. However, the brain becomes corrupted due to the absence of a soul, which ultimately leads to the destruction of humanity. In a final attempt to stop the machines, the scientist uses alchemy to create 9 Stitchpunks, which are homunculus like rag dolls. The scientist imbues them with portions of his own soul using a talisman he has made. Sadly, the scientist dies after completing the final doll. After some time, 9, the final Stitchpunk, wakes up in a workshop and sets out to explore the ruined city. He encounters 2, a feeble inventor who gives him a functional voice box. Suddenly, they are attacked by the cat beast, the only remaining machine, and 2 is abducted along with the talisman. 9 faints, but when he regains consciousness, he finds himself in Sanctuary, the tower of an abandoned cathedral inhabited by other Stitchpunks. There he meets 1, the authoritative leader, 8, his burly bodyguard, 5, the one-eyed engineer, and 6, the erratic oracle. When 9 sees the condemned factory where the cat beast took 2, he decides to rescue him. Accompanied by 5, they venture to the factory where they eventually find 2. However, the cat beast attacks them, and they are saved by 7, the lone female of the Stitchpunks. Driven by curiosity, 9 connects the talisman to the defunct fabrication machine, which comes to life and devours 2's soul. In the end, 9, 5, and 7 manage to escape the factory. After the tragic loss of 2, 1 arrives and is outraged, blaming them for putting everyone in danger. In that instant, the ragdolls find themselves under attack by the beast, a monstrous, pterodactyl-like creature created by the brain. 7 bravely attempts to attack the beast from behind, but it quickly turns and sends her flying. They finally defeat the winged beast after a long battle by sending it hurtling into the propeller, where it is torn apart and destroyed. The ragdolls are left without a home, and they sadly watch as the church burns down. They decide to seek shelter at the library with 3 and 4, and 8 is appointed as their lookout. A drone brings the remains of the beast to the brain, which uses 2's body as a puppet. 8 and 1 become hypnotized by 2's flashing eyes. The snake grabs 7, but 5 shoots it in the eye, causing it to retreat with 7 and 8. 9 is not able to rescue 7 before the snake escapes. 9 set out to rescue 7 and 8 from the snake, and they hold a ceremony for 2 before heading to the factory. Once inside, 9 sees the brain draining 8's life force, and he distracts the snake to rescue 7. After tricking the snake with a burlap fabric and knife, 9 frees 7 and defeats the snake, and they ultimately destroy the factory. 1 and 5 are trying to push a fuel-loaded barrel into a tunnel. 5 wants to wait for 7 and 9, but 1 is eager to do it immediately. They are detected by a drone, but manage to ensnare it with 5's grappling gun. Inside the factory, they run into the tunnel and shout for the ragdolls outside to send the barrel. The barrel and drone barrel down the tunnel, colliding with the spiders and exploding in the factory, killing the brain. The ragdolls are celebrating their victory when 3 and 4 start playing music, but 1 seems sad. Meanwhile, 5 is chased by the still alive brain. The brain captures 5 and regains strength by draining his life force. The ragdolls run towards a bridge, but the brain is too heavy and falls with 6, who urges the others to go to the first room for the source before the brain drains his soul. 9 goes alone and discovers blueprints for the brain and the ragdolls, as well as a holographic projector labeled 9. The scientist appears in the hologram and reveals that the brain is his creation, and the ragdolls are vessels containing various aspects of his soul. 9 is the scientist's final creation before he died, and the scientist shows 9 the talisman and how to permanently deactivate the brain. 9 informs the others that the scientist is the source, but 1 continues to attack the brain. They flee and take cover in a tunnel, where 9 explains that they need to remove the talisman from the brain. A box of bullets explodes, injuring them, but 1 sacrifices himself and is drained instead of 9. 9 seizes the talisman, enters the sequence given by the scientist, and transfers the brain's souls into the talisman, which explodes, leaving the machine soulless. 9 survives and tells the others that they are not finished yet. The ragdolls honor their fallen friends when releasing their souls using the talisman. Some spirits rise up and join the others in the sky, while others pause to say goodbye before disappearing in an explosion of light. As it starts raining, the ragdolls witness the rebirth of the planet and are reminded that they can shape it as they wish.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications, to stay up to date with all our latest videos.